I'm gonna need someone to help me. I'm gonna need somebody's hand. I'm gonna need someone to hold me down. I'm gonna need someone to care. I'm gonna rise and shake my body. I'll start pulling out my hair. I'm gonna cover myself with the ashes of you, and nobody's gonna give a damn. Son of a bitch, give me a drink. One more night, but it's can't be me. Son of a bitch, if I drink it clean, I'm gonna drink my life away. For 17 years I've been going them back. 17 more will bury me. And somebody please just tie me down. Oh, somebody give me a goddamn drink. Son of a bitch, give me a drink. One more night, this can't be me. Son of a bitch, if I can't get clean, I'm gonna drink my life away. My heart is breaking, hands are shaking, bugs are crawling all over me. My heart is breaking, hands are shaking, bugs are crawling all over me. My heart is breaking, hands are shaking, bugs are crawling all over me. My heart is aching, hands are shaking, bugs are crawling all over me. Son of a bitch, give me a drink. One more night, this can't be me. Son of a bitch, if I can't get clean, I'm gonna drink my life away. Yeah. Son of a bitch, give me a drink. Son of a bitch, this can't be me. Son of a bitch, if I can't get clean, I'm gonna drink my life away.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. From a fainting to a slip and a kicking from the hip, everybody was kung fu fighting.
All right,
There's
you
no
magnificent bastards.
sound.
How was your drink stream? How you doing? You good?
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
A little bit of kung fu fighting to get us back into the swing of things. How we doing, Brianna?
We're doing good.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking the Lagavulin 11.
The 11?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Offerman
The Nick
edition.
Offerman? Of course. Of course. How is the Nick Offerman over there?
It's wonderful. It's the perfect brunch whiskey.
Yeah? What about the rest of you magnificent bastards? What do you got in your glass there? What are we drinking? See, we have the Kyle. Oh, Kyle's in there. Kyle Wells is in there. Got the Kilco. We have the Steve Walker, Orpheus. And if I don't call your name out, it's because the screen's really far away. Super far away. Octomore. Oh, hell yeah. Got some Octomore going on. Was that the Snakebite Amberana? Yeah, what do you think about that? Isn't that just so interesting? A little bit of cinnamon in your tequila there. Dolphin Smooth. Hell yeah, John Miller.
Yeah.
IPA for lunch today. Nice.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
All right, guys. I am very excited. I'm sure Brianna is too, to be doing a drink stream with the entire whiskey
I'm
tribe.
sitting on an exercise ball, in case anyone's wondering.
Okay, so already, we had a little bit of a side bet, Brianna, about this ball, about how long you would be willing to maintain your presence
Yes, we did.
on the ball, because I'm thinking you just get a chair. Just get a
Yeah.
freaking chair. You don't need the ball. Just you can get whatever chair you want on the Amazons there, and you refused.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, you said I wouldn't last a week, and I lasted over a month. So just saying.
Okay. I think I said 2 weeks, and you lasted 9 days.
A month.
All right.
No, I lasted a month.
A month?
Yeah.
How is this a month?
Yeah.
Look, I can look at the Amazon orders.
Yeah, you can. Look it up.
All right. We'll do this
What
later.
an idiot.
Oh my God, we'll do this later. So I have several different announcements that I'm excited to get into. In just a little bit, I want to get Kyle to do some map action here in about 1 minute. He's going to be setting some stuff up for us. But before I do that, let's check in to see if there's any questions with you guys. Here goes Rex making stuff up again. Oh, holy hell. Steve, is that Steve Anderson? Oh my gosh, I swear. I need to pull up the
Right?
freaking, I will pull
Right?
up the Amazon
Thank you.
orders now.
Such.
Time is moving fast, man. I don't know what to tell you. You got Steve Walker, got the Orbeez, got the Bob Summers. Backroad
love
Bob. I still remember Backroad Bob's. Are you pulling up the orders?
Backroad Bob.
I still remember his.
I am.
It was one of the best pairing suggestions I ever got. It was pork rinds, but it was a very specific brand of pork rinds. Backroad, what was the brand? I forgot, and I haven't been able to remember to find them again.
Oh, that's who gave them to you?
Yeah. We're super good. Okay. So
April 10th, everybody. April 10th is when the ball was ordered.
all right. Clearly, you don't need to have
Just
a camera on
saying.
you. And the ball was delayed. It was delayed, like, I don't
Or
know.
delivered, actually.
Like
no,
a
it
month
wasn't.
and a
It was
half.
delivered on April 10th. Shut it. Shut up. You don't know anything.
You know what? I'm not pushing the Brianna button from now on. Is there a mute button for her? Yeah, man,
Yeah,
that's
it's
too
impossible.
complicated. I can't mute you. It's just way
I
too
can't be
complicated.
silenced.
Way too complicated.
Can't be silenced.
Okay, we got several announcements that we want to get through here. But before we get into our stuff, I want to throw it to you guys. Who has good news? Because we're going to share, some bits of good news. Not all of the good news, because we'll get into that later. But some bits of good news. But before we do that, who has something that's cheers worthy? Because, yeah, man, that's one of the things that I've been very intentional about keeping track of lately. The good things, the wins, the things that aren't challenging, being very mindful of those. I think, especially in this day and age, it goes a long way in making sure that you're not hitting that sauce a little bit too hot and heavy and having an unbalanced relationship with it. Who has good news?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost the weekend. Yep, that's good news. That's very good news. Labor Day's coming up too. Brianna, do you have Labor Day plans? What do you got?
What?
Do you have Labor Day plans? Memorial Day, that's it. Yeah, Memorial
Do I
Day.
have plans for Memorial Day?
Yeah.
I forgot it was even happening.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't ever know what date it is.
You were trying to convince me that I definitely have to come to work because it's not a holiday at all.
I heard somebody say that we didn't have to come to work on Monday, and I was like, what? Of course we do.
Yeah.
But then they are like, it's a holiday, so no, you don't.
Well,
I plan on using that.
I would have absolutely. I think you and I would probably have been the only people to show up to work. One, because you don't believe in Memorial Day, apparently.
I do too.
And two, I would have forgotten what day it was. It's regularly a thing.
Yeah.
Don't know what day of the week it is.
Don't know what day it is.
Yeah. But we got good news. My pinched back nerve is getting better, and I don't need crutches like the last time Brianna saw me. Oh, my gosh.
Whoa, cheers to that.
Yeah, that's rough, man. But good news. I'm glad. Yeah, I've been doing. Oh gosh, this is. Should I say this in front of a live stream full of dudes? I don't know if that's a thing. I've been doing a little bit of the yogas there. It helps. Just saying. I'll own it. Not flexible. Not good at it. But yeah.
That would probably be really funny to see.
Me, what? How?
You doing yoga?
Wow. I'm a damn gazelle. Are you kidding me? Super graceful. Why would you even think that was funny at all?
I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? Downward facing douche.
That's
That's the one.
one of the ancient moves.
There's the warrior pose, and then there's sun salutations. I don't know what either of those are, but I've heard them.
Oh, I love sun salutations.
Downward facing Rex.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause see, we got some yoga people in here.
Mm-hmm. I do yoga.
How often do you do the yoga?
I guess you're right. I shouldn't be
Are you
shaming your
yoga
yoga.
shaming me right now, bro?
I think it's great. I think it's really good that you do it.
Joe Nugent got a promotion at work a few months back. Hell yeah, dude. It's awesome.
Hell yeah.
We got Brian Dormady. Good news. We have a new English bulldog puppy. Her name is Bolo, and she's very sweet. Bolo the bulldog on YouTube because my children demanded she get a channel. Brianna's wanted a dog for the longest time. A bulldog. Are those the big ones? Like Gucci that's around the property? I'm making continued growth of small business.
Yeah. The big like what they sound like.
Going to get a small cargo trailer to use as a more mobile storefront. Okay. That sounds exhausting.
Cool.
It sounds amazing.
What are you selling?
It sounds exhausting. You know, I'm glad you're doing it because I just put myself in your shoes. It's like, oh, man, if I had the energy. But yeah, that sounds really cool. Usually it's for me, especially as a veteran grandpa. A nice trip to Austin was awesome. That was Justin Boyer. Hey, Justin. Good to see you. You and your daughter are so cool, man.
Justin.
They did a nice tour. I know they got to...
and Mariah.
Yeah, they got to Andalusia. They had their dad with them. It was really cool to finally... That's the Whiskey Tribe scribe for all you guys that read the newsletter. Justin Boyer. He's a good guy. Mm-hmm. Good. Save a bunch of money. Save a bunch of his... Wardman saved a bunch of money on his car insurance by taking the bus. Yep. Look at all these yoga people. Look at all these yoga people. 6 months with your new boyfriend. That's awesome. Congratulations. Yoga is hard.
Dude, nice.
It can be hard, yeah. Already has the yogi
Gosh,
hair.
all of my responses are delayed because there's a delay.
Well, just listen to me. You take the headphones off. You're not listening to anything other than me anyways. Have you guys gotten the chance to try Hibiki Blossom Harmony? No, Jose, I have not. But if it's a Japanese whiskey, then I am immediately in. I'm still very, very curious about the category, even though it's very Scotch adjacent most of the time. I love me some Scotch. Of course, Rex does yoga. Element. I mean, I guess I look it, but no, I'm not a yoga person per se. Yoga is hard and a great workout. See, I'm just like old school, man. I just wake up and do a push-up routine somewhere between 75 and 100 most mornings.
Where are you in these messages?
I'm way up. I'm delayed. Yeah. I'm not current right now. I'm trying to catch up. Thank you so much, Crazy AJ, for the donation there. That's awesome. I appreciate you. Tim Wills, yoga helped me remobilize my shoulder. Man, I need to get more into. I don't know how this became a yoga stream. we'll move on. But I need to get into like the shoulder stuff because I dislocated it horribly back in high school, and ever since then, it's been kind of a mess. All right, heading to Arkansas on vacation.
Arkansas.
Awesome. I have a vacation coming up. I think content team is going to be off.
Yeah.
You're going to be off too. Was it like mid June?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Late, more late June.
Mid to
kind
late
of.
June.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, we're going to get some content stacked up before then.
Mm-hmm.
From Dublin, Ireland. All right. Hey,
Sick.
we got the map stuff queued up yet. What do you need to be able to do that? All right, Brianna.
Bulldog is meaty from Robin.
Brianna, I want to make sure we sprinkle in some of the Patreon questions because we didn't get to do a Patreon
Yes.
Q&A.
We have.
I want to get to you guys' questions in the chat too, but I also want to make sure we get through the Patreon stuff.
Yeah, we have 19, I think. Although, wait. Yeah. 19 of those. Although 3 of them are Yashpod's like cool computer art that he makes. You see this bear? Is there a way I can drop it in or something so people can see it?
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that sick?
Yeah.
He made this bear. It's a banana.
Didn't you get like a bottle and
He did his name.
last time?
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good at it. I don't know how you do that.
Patreon, is that the community tab or is that the
This is on Patreon Q&A questions.
Q&A question?
Post.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's awesome. It's freaking sick, Josh.
Okay. In chat, what am I doing right here? In chat, let's there you go. Where you guys are from. Where are you located right now? I want to get a read for where you magnificent bastards are currently located. Let's see where the tribe is on a world map. So just type it in. It's as easy as that. You don't need to go anywhere. Type in your location, and we're going to see where the MBs be sipping. Your
Wow,
PTO is
Casa
not
Pond.
approved. Freak Mac, that's... It needs to be. It really needs to be.
What needs to be?
The PTO.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Bran over here just giving PTO.
Listen, everybody deserves PTO.
I agree,
Okay.
but there wasn't like an official policy. It's just,
Yeah,
whatever your
well-
situation is, we're going to try and, make it work for you. But somebody was asking Brianna because I heard she was going to go on vacation pretty
I
soon.
said, yeah, of course you have a week of PTO.
And I said, what did you base that on? Like,
I
what
don't
is
know.
what is that? How did you
Listen,
get to that?
Everybody
No, your answer was,
gets one.
well, at my previous job.
My previous job was on the property, okay? So I felt like it was a blanket policy.
Oh, it was the neighboring property. It was not.
I used to work for the chapel and the Wizard Academy, okay? And so
All right.
that's what it was over there.
We have. Oh hell yeah, we got MBs from.
It is noon in Texas, Anthony Peters, yes.
Go. We got. Zoom in. Oh man, look at this.
Crazy. Time is crazy. It's also not real. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I should probably cut to this. To the word cloud. Is that it? There we go. Yeah. Check this out.
You're right, Orpheus. I am in charge.
Okay, so we got 6 people up in the Washington area, 3 over in the San Francisco area, 4 in Arizona,
Whoa.
bunch in Texas.
Oh, that's cool.
Hell yeah.
I've never
We
seen
got-
this map before.
What is this? Newfoundland to Canada? Okay. MacDougall over across the pond here. Oh, we got Wales.
Whoa, what?
What? We got,
That is so
we
cool.
got Ireland. We got England. Denmark. Whoa, what is going on? We got 6 of you
Wow.
bastards over here near Croatia? What in the world?
I forgot Croatia.
And
was
then,
there.
yeah. Very cool. We got Germany.
That is so cool.
Stockholm, Oslo?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, Sweden, Helsinki. Very cool, guys.
I bet all of you have been to Scotland.
Everybody but Brianna has been to Scotland.
I am wearing pants. I'm on a ball, okay? Right up a little bit. Shut up, the warty.
We got a bunch over in Florida. Nice. We got Tampa. What is this here? Lakeland.
Is that in Florida? Oh,
Orlando. Yeah, very cool. Hell yeah, guys. Oh, Springfield. I used to live when I was a little kid. I lived in Springfield, Missouri
Wait, is anybody in Ohio?
for about a year. It was a little teeny tiny. Ohio.
Check Ohio.
Your neck of the woods.
My homeland.
Yeah, we got some MBs in Ohio right here.
What's up,
We got at least 4.
Ohioans?
Is it Ohioans?
Yeah, that's what we're called.
Ohioans. You got the Cincinnati. You got the Columbus, Dayton.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool guys.
I'm from North Canton, Football Hall of Fame.
What's
There it
the Vikings? Home of the Vikings.
Yep, home of the Vikings, Hoover Vikings.
That came up.
School.
You know what? That was a really weird moment for me, by the way.
Yeah.
We were on a Zoom call with a couple of other content creators, a couple other YouTubers. We're talking about an episode we want to do, which will be a really cool episode.
Coming up.
Yeah. We're talking to their team, and there's this girl, on the Zoom call with these 2 other guys.
Mm-hmm.
And her and Brianna just start chatting it up, and they're immediately on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
They just got this really casual, like this banter, this flow. And I'm thinking, man, you guys, do you know each other?
Yes.
And Brianna's like, yeah, I went to high school.
We went
with
to
her."
high school with each other, and somehow we both ended up in the alcohol YouTube niche of content creation.
So you guys had Jim. I'm talking about Clawhammer Supply. You guys are probably familiar.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Her name's Libby.
Libby.
Yeah,
Libby
she's
over
awesome.
at
She's the funniest person I've ever met.
Libby over at Clawhammer Supply. Apparently went to high school with Brianna.
Mm-hmm.
They had gym together and also
Video production.
Mm-hmm. Which did you think you were going to use any of that video production stuff?
I did for a little bit until I went to college and realized that I wasn't cut out for it. And now here we are.
Yeah.
Still not cut out.
Very cool. Yeah, you guys are all over the freaking world, man. That's awesome. Very cool. Okay. I want to make sure that we spend a lot of time going and reading your comments here. But at the same time, I do want to make sure that we get through some news. We'll be sprinkling in the Patreon Q&A as we go, Brianna. But
Okay.
one of the things that I think is the most exciting thing that we're working out is we're going to be doing on the Whiskey Tribe channel some whiskey review content.
Yes.
Yeah. We're thinking about it, and for the longest time it was the Vault channel, and they had several episodes a week. I think it was like 5 days a week, and then we eventually moved over to 3 days a week. And that functionally, even though we didn't get any like monetization or financial benefit from being on that channel, functionally it was a fantastic way for the fans of Whiskey Vault and Whiskey Tribe to have more experience and presence and engagement, things to talk about in the comment section, also fodder for the social groups, Facebook and Reddit and whatnot. But then whenever we're no longer doing the Vault, it's like now we're down to 1 a week, and 1 a week I don't think quite cuts it. We're just too infrequently putting ourselves out there and choosing a topic of conversation. And Brianna and I were talking about it. It's like, well, I think the easiest thing in the world would be, asterisk, by the way, let me get to the asterisk. I think the easiest thing in the world would be just to start doing some whiskey review content, but she and I both decided that we don't want it to just be, a rehash of the Whiskey Vault.
No.
Yeah, because, frankly, after reviewing 2,000 plus whiskeys on that channel, to once again start reviewing whiskeys the same exact way that we reviewed whiskeys for those years, is like, that is not really interesting to me at all, and it feels like it would just be redundant. So we want to make whiskey review content, but we want to make whiskey review content in a new way. We want to give something like a fresh angle on it. The asterisk, though, we are not allowed to accept donations because we're on a bonded property.
Right.
Which is okay. We'll buy some bottles. Sure. I'd like to spend it making content, but yep, bottles. But then we also can't store bottles on bonded property. So all this
Not
stuff
made by us.
Yeah, all this stuff that
Yeah.
you see behind Brianna right now, I was like, this isn't long-term storage. This is
super illegal.
we grab it for an episode, and then we have to pull it off the property and take it somewhere else. So to figure out how to get, bottles and content and things that are going to be relevant and helpful, and most importantly, fun. How do we increase the dicking around? You're covering
Walking
up the
them?
bottles. It's fine. They're not stored here.
It's fine.
How do we increase the dicking around and the shenanigans of the content, but also just something that we can fit into the schedule? Because Brianna, how busy is your schedule these days?
Pretty busy. Yeah. But I think we can fit it in. It'll be fine. I'll just stop doing other stuff.
Like what?
I don't know. Whatever seems boring that day.
Here we go. Whatever seems hard and boring. Just not do that. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some whiskey review content. It's probably gonna be to start Wednesdays. And the way these always go is you do a few and then you figure out the shape of the episode and then you just go all in. But we're going to start releasing them on Wednesdays, and I would love to start releasing review episodes on Monday and Wednesday, in addition to the Saturday episode. And then even the Saturday episodes, I mean, we have gone through so many different topics on the Whiskey Tribe channel. Like, one of my pet peeves is just recycling ideas and, feeling like, oh, I did this years ago, but I have better cameras now, so let me basically just do the exact same thing over again. Like, that's not interesting to me. Whenever we've covered a topic, and I think we covered it well, we got to move on to something new and different. So the Saturday episodes, I think I have an idea to evolve those in a really fun way that also achieves something that is one of my favorite parts of beginning this entire venture, which was putting a spotlight on other people who are doing really, really, really cool things in whiskey. Because the more that Brianna and I, see if this works.
Whoa.
Does this work?
What were those balloons?
Hold on. There we go.
You
Yeah.
see that?
It kicks off things based on your gestures.
Whoa! Fireworks! Awesome.
Apparently, I'm doing balloon gestures. I'm not even sure how to do a balloon gesture.
That's so cool. Also, can I just interject really quick?
Yeah. Any
Kayla, Purple Heart, in the comments said, I vote for Whiskey Tribe mobile setup to go around the country to other whiskey hotspots to showcase and meet up. And I love that idea. I have been vouching for that for so long.
All right. No,
Yes.
we have so long been talking about this idea. We already have a name for the vehicle.
Shenanivan.
Yeah.
Filled with whiskey. Every bottle gets its own seatbelt.
It would get horrible gas mileage to have just that much liquid
Yeah.
laying down
Worth
the road.
it.
Yeah, and the fender bender could end up being very expensive.
And delicious.
Little fender bender, bottles break, cop pulls over, is like, I just want to make sure. What's going on in here? You guys are, is that 6 inches of booze in the floorboard? But yeah, we would love to do a Shenanivan, like just traveling the country. One of the weird interests that Brianna and I both share, those custom van life channels where they're building out like old school buses. It's so
awesome.
cool. Yeah,
I just watched one the other day where they basically just pimped out this ambulance. It was an old retired ambulance that they turned into like a van conversion type of thing. It was awesome.
Okay, so what made it awesome? What did they do to? Because I've seen probably 100 of these videos.
Yeah.
Some of them are like friggin' like, how does this not cost as much as a house? They put so much into it.
And they
Others
probably
are.
did.
I think this is realistic, possible, maybe practical. We could pull it off. Maybe I'm taking
I'm
ideas.
sure we couldn't pull that one off. It looked expensive, but it was still cool.
But Shenanivan, it needs to be.
But it also got to keep the sirens and the horn, which is cool. It had this whole circuit board and everything.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome. And you get the speaker too, so you can.
So Anthony says
Popping
it's
it.
a bus and a truck and a 7-Eleven Circle K for real video productions.
Yeah.
Brianna has the low-key hot chick vibe. Oh, God.
Thanks, Lee.
Oh, yeah. Snoogans, there's a van conversion YouTube channel based out of Austin.
Oh.
Renita
Renita.
Reddit. I'm pretty sure you're still in San Antonio. It's been a while since I got to
I know. I
hang out
haven't
with
seen you in a while.
Yeah, but
Miss you.
if we could do like a collab thing and they're building out a rolling whiskey stash, The Shenanivan?
Yeah.
That'd be freaking
Yeah,
amazing.
just kidnapping adults left and right.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the other thing. What did we want to do with the Shenanivan?
What do you mean?
What's the idea? Like I don't think we've set the premise yet. One of the things we
Oh.
want to do whenever we get to a new town.
That we were going to try and coax in adults.
Yeah.
You know how like there's that whole thing with the white van and there's candy in it and they're trying to kidnap kids and that's messed up.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to try and get adults into our van and make them drink whiskey.
We're going to lure in mostly middle-aged men, I'm
Yeah,
sure,
probably.
into a weird van to drink booze.
Yes.
Not creepy at all.
No, it's not. It's cool.
I'm going through your questions right now. Randy, keep an eye on the chat because I want to make sure.
I'm
that,
trying.
I
It
know.
goes so fast.
Yeah.
You guys are funny, by the way. Some of these are hilarious.
Big fan of you guys from Korea. Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. Very cool.
That's true. We could drive around and collaborate with other whiskey channels. That would be cool.
Yeah, no, that's why. Here's the thing. I want to be able to show you guys specific things, but everything's in the planning stage at this point. But that's one of the things whenever I'm talking about doing Whiskey Tribe reviews, and then on Saturday episodes, doing episodes that are basically framed around putting a spotlight on other people doing really cool stuff, because I've done like hundreds of episodes. How many different ways can you come at whiskey experiments? Whenever there's a new one, I'm all in, but I don't want to rehash old ideas. But finding other people that are doing like really interesting work, they're funny, they're personable, then yeah, I would love to at least incorporate them, shout outs in episodes. But if it's worth doing a trip and some collabs, that could be very cool too.
Yeah. It would be cool if we could do, because we're doing that new Cheersworthy.
Yeah, I love doing
series.
that stuff. Yeah,
If we could have a cool Cheersworthy MB that we get to visit in the van and we go and we just make
Yeah.
a trip.
I
somewhere,
have-
That'd be cool.
I agree. I have like notes of tons of things I want to do in the Monday and Wednesday review episodes, and then also in the Saturday episodes that are giving shout outs. One of them is spotlighting cheers-worthy human beings, and then also cheers-worthy people in the community, because I have been keeping a list of people that I meet in the tasting room.
Yeah.
And, you start talking to them and you get into their stories, and like there's some amazing freaking people that have come through here.
That's some
Brianna gets to meet
badasses.
more people than I do these
Yeah.
days.
We got some serious, just incredible, badass people
Yeah.
in the community. Y'all are awesome. Also, quick shout out, Patrick. Oh my God, thank you. He said I'm gorgeous. But thank you for the donation. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Patrick. Get in that Offerman banana.
Ooh, somebody said awkward interviews. That would be so fun.
Oh,
Like
man.
between two ferns. I
Yeah.
live for that stuff, man.
Gosh.
I love it.
I only did one. I love those too. That's fantastic humor. That kind of awkward humor. One
Yeah,
of Brianna's
I
favorite
love it.
shows is The Office, if that tells you anything.
Yeah, The Office. And I also love, which people never get it when I try to do it in real life, but you know how Will Ferrell, he does this awkward handshake type thing that he does when he meets people, and he'll just go like, and then he'll turn around. It just does weird stuff, and I find it so funny, and I try to do it in real life, and people just get really freaked out.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Very, very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Gosh, I forget which episode it was in, but where there was just one time we did a little segment called The Casking Couch.
Oh, that was funny. That was good.
Very good. Yeah, The Casking Couch is basically, it was a between two ferns style interview. We had a magician on. And it was how cringy and horrible and awkward we can make this interaction with the magician. And I loved doing it. It was very funny. We had the couch, this couch that is behind me back here
Yeah.
that you guys can't really see.
Didn't you guys raise it up really high
We
though?
put it on two barrels.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the casking couch. Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I did not get
Yeah.
that at first.
So you have to awkwardly
Climb onto the couch. Yeah.
and then it's kind of a small chair, so you have to turn around. And it's the most ungraceful, unflattering position to be
Yeah.
in. Just hunched over, ass to camera, trying to situate yourself. Yeah, I love doing the casking couch. Man, I think we would need Oh, all right. So if we're doing a Shenanivan, which is big if, there's so many things we got to get done on the property.
Yeah.
That have just been in.
We've got a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
A lot, and it's just
We need
going
to-
so slow.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying not to be scatterbrained. First, I'll wrap up the van life Shenanivan thing. I think they could be really cool, but it's probably going to be very expensive too, because I don't know. I'm 6'2". I'd like to be able to stand up in this van.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, but like a Sprinter van or something like that. I know school bus. I don't know. I need to be able to stand up in it, and then also the reinforcing of the frame and the structure to carry just a tremendous amount of whiskey down the
That's
highway.
important.
Yeah.
The most important.
Okay, the other thing is the progress on the property. What the fuck keeps twitching across the screen? It's wigging me out. I don't know. What is twitching across the screen? You got something twitching?
I didn't see anything.
I don't see any twitching. Yeah, it's not on the feed in OBS here, but if multiple people see the twitchiness, you guys let me know.
Oh, somebody did say that they see something. Oh, Kilco.
Got the Kilco?
I don't know what's twitching.
All right, what if I go from wide? There. I don't know. In terms of progress on the property, we need to do this in a food truck. I want to be able to also take naps in there.
It's true. It would keep from having to do more like hotel travel costs if it was a multiple day trip.
I mean, look, at the end of the
Just
day,
sleep in a Walmart.
Toby Kirkby has a good point. At the end, I saw it too, a little square flash. I don't know. It's probably.
Oh, I saw it. Whoa.
Welcome to 8AD Tribe.
Sorry. We're here.
Well, I'm getting distracted right there with you. It's fine. Yeah.
Hammocks.
The
That's a good
thing
idea.
that I think would probably be a good angle of approach, according to Toby, and I agree, just an RV, instead of just getting something small and struggling with trying to get enough space. And we just got something that's big. Those don't have like the cool build out ideas, but to get something kind of stock and then customize it, that could be cool.
Ooh, Kelly138 said, so a casking couch in the Shenanivan. That would be good.
Yeah, no, and then with an RV that becomes possible. Like in
Yeah.
the back of the RV, you got.
Yeah, that's funny. I
That'd
like
be
that.
very good, very good.
Should we ask some of these Patreon questions before?
Oh yeah. So go ahead and sprinkle them in. I am going to get distracted by chat and the notes of stuff that I want to cover here. Do you have stuff locked and loaded? Because I have notes to get to as well.
Well, the questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're right here.
All right, go for it.
Okay, so we have Paul Brandon. He said, yeast lord question. In craft and home brewing, the yeast I have seen a lot of people experimenting with the last few years, Kvik yeast from Norway.
Kvik, yeah.
Kvik yeast from Norway. From what I've heard, it can give off flavors of anywhere from citrus, tropical fruits, mango, grapefruit, in some cases banana, or even earthiness. It also likes to ferment at higher temperatures. Since Texas is hot, would a yeast that like to work at temps up to 95 to 100 degrees work well for you? I haven't seen many beers release with it over stateside yet, just mainly small run experiments in home brewers.
Yes, we have talked about Kvik. It was actually a few years ago. It was a specific recommendation from our good friend the Nehemiahs over at
Akapan.
there you go, Akapon. We were talking about temperature, and then also I want a yeast that's going to be very, very aggressive. I want to do some silly visualizations where we have like a weather balloon or something attached to the fermentation tank, so you can see this thing inflating. So what is good with temperatures and what is going to be very aggressive in terms of it off-gassing CO2. And he said, that's a good one. It'll also give you some good flavors. But yeah, that's definitely something that we consider. Right now, as long as we have temperature control, the glycol systems and whatnot, then using M1 yeast, very often used for single malts, it seems like it's the best balance of the flavors we're usually looking for in our projects. But I'd love to get into some more weird yeast strains.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, one more question on this side, and then we can move to another thing if need to. But Andrew White, what do you do with the leftover wash / liquid in the still after a run? What do we do with that?
We often save it and take those faints and put it back into the still and do a Queen's run.
Yeah.
So you're just collecting faints over time. And Queen's run is just basically, because the hearts aren't, a hard beginning and a hard end. It's like a gradient over time. So whenever you're making your cuts, there's still stuff that was lost in those gradients. So to be collecting those, the feints with the gradients, you can still pull out more hearts. And it's called a Queen's Run.
Actually, and this also leads to another question, but Jose Martinez, what's up, Jose? He asked if we are still putting in the fire pit for Patrick.
Yes, absolutely.
Which we are. It's just
we got to finish alchemy.
We want to build it out with this cool stone is the idea,
yeah.
and so it's taking a long time.
Yeah, I got the fire pit in the corner of the studio right now. First, we have to get alchemy done because this is getting close to 2 freaking years.
Yeah, but that half leads into what Andrew White was asking because we plan on using some of our heads cuts to power that ethanol.
Oh yeah,
fire pit, which is pretty cool.
Yes, that the stuff that is no longer the feints that no longer have hearts in there. Then that is just fuel for the fire pit for Patrick Cohn's honorary fire pit.
Yeah.
And Brianna and I, we went to the place. We went all over Central Texas looking for the right fire pit. And whenever we went into this place, they said, okay, well, it's an ethanol-based thing, but nobody gets that. I was like, why? It's like, it's incredibly simple. It's like beautiful flame. It's like, well, the fuel to keep it going is incredibly expensive. Like, something like this is going to be about, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 bucks. And that'll last you a day and a half. It's like, well, that's not a problem. And, she's looking at the pickup truck that I drove up, and she's like, "You're not a super rich guy." Like, I can see her wheels turning. It's like, how is it not a problem? It's like, because we're a distillery, we make the stuff, and within seconds, she's trying to convince us to supply her because she got one of these things installed in her house.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so expensive. I love it. It's so cool, but it's so expensive to keep it going. And she's paying wholesale. She's paying cost and taking it back to her home. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's going to be a really cool fire. We know exactly where it's going to go, but we got to get alchemy done. Good Lord. God. Yeah.
I want it done so bad.
All right. Do we have...
oh, wait, really quick. Also, just in case his question wasn't fully answered with what he was saying, Kyle Wells said the stillage goes down the drain and then gets collected by a farmer. I forgot about that part. Like the stuff that we can super no longer use for anything.
Yeah. If the proof isn't high enough for the fire pit, then it goes to a farm. Yeah. It sounds like something that you do whenever you're, giving a dog away or putting it down or something. The stillage goes to the farm. It has a wonderful life.
That's so sad sounding. It does go to the farm, though. We're not killing it.
It's not a euphemism. It's actually going to the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. In the back of the
goes where all my old pets are. Yeah, Sandville.
Okay. Any more Patreon stuff before we move on to other notes?
I mean, I can keep going. We have a few more.
Okay.
You're gonna just run through.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey,
Okay.
Kyle, before you dive into that, Kyle, I want to do a cloud here in the next couple of minutes. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. That's all the questions we had. That's his name. That's not actually all the questions we had. Dang it. That was good. Now people are mixing pickles and Dr. Pepper. They say it's a Texas thing. Is this true? As a Texan, do you do this? Mixing pickles and Dr. Pepper?
I've never done this once in my life.
Me either. I'd be willing to try it. It sounds like it could be bad. Maybe good though, but probably not. You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'll try it for you and I'll let you know.
Okay.
Warp 9 Scotty Reinvents asked, here's a thought. Red sorghum. Sorghum. Refer to Chinese Muay Thai. I don't know if I have enough culture to know what most of that means. Do you know what that is?
Okay, I wasn't listening. I was getting this set up. What was the question?
Red sorghum refer to Chinese Muay Thai?
Muay Thai?
Yeah.
I don't know. Spicy barbecue, water, and pickles. I would try it. Yes, I would try it too. No, do not make baijiu. No, we're not making baijiu. But baijiu did come up in a recent episode content meeting we had, I think, a week ago. We're looking at, well, what are the best selling spirits on planet Earth? Like, what are the drinks that the most number of people are experiencing? And when you take into account places like India and China, I mean, at least half of the top 10 list of alcoholic drinks sold are baijiu. So I called around town. Can we get like the most popular baijiu just to see if there's something there in terms of content? It's the most popular drink on planet Earth. We can't get it in Central Texas, which is weird. Yeah.
Oh, we can't? You were looking into that like last
No,
week.
the ones, the brands that were listed, the most popular brands that have like insane sales. It's such a regional cultural thing that it can be the biggest on the planet, and people over here have never heard of it. It's not on any of the shelves. Yeah, man. It's like, it's just everybody lives in their own little ecosystem of interests and influences, and the biggest alcoholic drink on planet Earth. I don't know. Never had it.
Shout out Christina Van Ness. She said, popping in to say hey, but I got to get back to work. Hey.
Don't have too much fun, you bastards.
We will.
You don't tell me what to do, Christina. You don't tell me what to do. Very rude.
Oh, we do need to do another batch of pickles. That would be good. Man,
Yeah.
those pickles. When we did that episode
The
with
infusion?
the infusion of pickles. No, not the infusion. Not whiskey infused. It was the pickles. Pickle infused. I guess that's the same thing. It was pickles. Whiskey flavored pickles.
Yeah.
Not pickle flavored whiskey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
Those are so good.
I have a note here.
Okay.
Irene Tan's event is coming up. Do you remember the
Yes.
details? June 8th. It's Saturday, June 8th. And Irene, she's working with us in a couple of different ways. Irene Tan, so if you're not familiar, I think it's the second largest episode on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Connecticut, and, there's this store, and Daniel knew her. He's like, I have a friend who has a store, and he was there in our episode there. It's like, I'm not doing a damn episode because you're a friend with somebody. I'm not flying across the country just because they own a liquor store. There's got to be something interesting to it. Something that's going to be like cool for the audience. And he said, well, no, it's actually really cool. I was like, well, all right, we'll see. What is the experience? And it's like, whenever you go into Irene's store, she has an exceptionally large number of whiskeys to choose from, like the things that you don't find anywhere else. A huge selection across all of the categories. It was like, okay, that's a good start. But what made her really unique and really cool is if you are really interested in a bottle, it's very common for her to go, how many do I have in stock? Okay, it's not the last one. Pop open the bottle, pour you a glass, and let you try it before you have to commit to spending any money on it. And a lot of these bottles are like a lot of money. So those things combined with just a lot of other stuff that she's doing to have a really great experience justified us going there. We had a fantastic time. She's a lovely person. And it blew up to be like the #1 episode on her channel for several years. But we had an opportunity with Daniel going solo to bring in Irene to do our barrel picks one, because she's known in the industry for just a phenomenal palate, consistently discovering amazing single barrels in barrel houses around the world. And she's also gotten into blending. And since we started working with her, she's also been racking up awards. Like, she just got gold in San Francisco. Like, that level.
She's killing it.
You know what?
Yeah.
Brianna.
Shit. I have them right here.
Oh, you have them?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I have her most recent blends, the Magnificent
Oh,
Beast
yeah.
blends.
Okay.
Should
Give
I
me.
pour those up?
Please.
I
I have
should.
a glass right here. Yeah.
I should do this.
Also, guess who we had at the freaking the tasting room yesterday? Irene was here with Compass Box.
Yeah.
We have the new head of whiskey making at Compass Box, James Saxon. He came. We shot with him and Irene. We were doing an episode, and they're both great people. All of that to say, I have learned more about blending within the past few months than I did in all of the previous years. So we sat down. We did Bastards Blends, actually. We had Compass Box and Irene assess half a dozen of the blends that you guys do at home.
Yeah, we had super hardcore pros try your home blends and rip them to shreds. Just kidding.
Most of them were surprisingly good,
Yeah.
actually. You did a very good job. But to have Saxon weigh in on the blends, to have Irene weigh in on the blends, And then I don't know if it's going to make the episode, but I'm talking a lot about kind of the business model of Compass Box with them because it's very interesting to me. You guys have amazing sources of scotch that you can pull from. How does that even work? So it became damn near a podcast. It was supposed to be, like a 30-minute shoot, but we went on for way, way longer than that, just talking about the ins and outs of blending and the whiskey industry. And he's a really cool guy. I like Saxon a lot. We had a good time together. And him and Irene were just talking shop, and she's pouring the stuff that's winning awards, and yeah, it was a good time. So high-end blends are freaking awesome.
He had a cool accent also, which I very much liked listening to.
Yeah. I ran the audio through a filter to clean up like the air conditioned sound, and his accent and his voice is like, oh, this is kind of ASMR-y.
Half fallen asleep.
yeah, like it's very soothing.
It's nice.
I sip on the whiskey. Well, yeah. Give us all of it, Rexaroni. You know what? I'll release the full thing. It doesn't make sense to release the full long thing on the Saturday episodes, but I'll release the full thing on the Patreon there after we get the Saturday episode done.
We also have that bonus part where he brought us that stuff to try. That was amazing.
Oh yeah, okay.
Amazing.
Do you remember what that was?
It's in the video. He says it, but I remember what it tasted like.
Yeah. They were visiting ISC while they were here, and they had a special barrel that they did a very elaborate, complicated toasting process to. And then after they toast it, they throw on a quick char. And they had, their new make sitting in there for a while. And the most rich, sweet, ripe peaches.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
It was just so peachy.
Yeah.
Like the most peach note I've ever had in a whiskey.
Kind of like grilled peaches where it's almost caramelized a little bit.
Yeah.
Ugh. It was so good.
Yeah.
Man.
All of that to say, circling back to the point, the Irene Tan event, the Magnificent Beast release party, whenever we set her loose and say, Irene, we want you to start taking over our blends, put together the next Magnificent Beast. She came back. She says, I narrowed it down to 2 distilleries, because Del Bach is freaking amazing. Everybody is probably familiar with their smoke stuff. She got their smoke stuff. She also pulled barrels that were their unsmoked single malt.
Yeah.
And then also her favorite American single malt right now is coming out of Virginia Distillery. So she's, making the calls, pulling in favors, and getting the good stuff out of Virginia Distillery, and she freaking loves it. And the results wasn't just a single blend. Brianna, what did we get?
We got 2 blends. And I have them right here.
What?
Yeah, you want some?
What? Yes, I want some.
Okay,
Thank
hold
you very
on.
much. No, the very first Irene Tan Magnificent Beast is going to be a duo release of 2 blends. It's going to be the Orthrus. It's going to be
Surprise!
the Magnificent Beast are
Live.
the Orthrus and the Cerberus. These are both mythical creatures, 2-headed dogs, and we have our little Easter egg tortoise in there to make it fun. You know what? I will, if you're not on Patreon, that's cool. I'm going to release the video. Where do I have that? I just want to put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to see the. Here we go. There we go. I just gave you a link to a video talking about the event that we were having with Irene to release these 2 whiskeys. And, ooh, Orthrus, Cerberus, beautiful. Thank you. Right here, top down. What? I need to use the top-down camera more. You seeing all this? You seeing all this?
Pretty cool.
Orthrus here, Cerberus here. It's going to be a really cool event, and we are going to be doing a pairing. Justin, hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much. Also,
hi, Nick Struebel's mom.
We're going to be doing a pairing event in the afternoon for lunch. She was going through the tasting notes with these, and she said, the perfect pairing for this is going to be barbecue, brisket, burnt ends.
Burnt ends.
So we got some burnt ends lined up, like that really savory kind of charred.
And then blueberry cobbler.
Yeah, the blueberry cobbler, because it just smells like a blueberry, like a bush of blueberries. And the thing that we have as an option before that, if you're going to come and get the 2 bottles of whiskey, there is an optional, very limited space
Oh, that's awesome. What? Sorry, I interrupted. Kyle told me that I could do this to the camera and it would make hearts. That's so sick. I'm sorry.
Justin said,
continue.
Andrew let me try one of the new blends when we toured. It's phenomenal. I can't wait to grab a bottle. Don't hesitate by this blend now. Thank you, Justin. It's very good. I could not be more pleased with what Irene put together
Thanks,
for us.
Justin.
I was not expecting two blends, but according to Irene, you go big or you go home. Fair enough. But there's an optional before lunch, a private blending session with Irene. So you get 6 samples, one from each of the barrels that she used to put together this blend. And these 6 samples, she's going to have a private session on how she goes about blending, the process. And you guys can experiment with your own blends, try and recreate the Orthros and the Cerberus that she made. That's limited to 25 people, though. So I think we've already sold most of those seats. But I think that starts at 11.
Yeah.
The private blending session, limited to 25 people. And then after that, we can have a bit more going on. We'll be in the Alchemy room, even though I don't think the bar is going to be, the construction is going to be done there yet.
Yeah, I think there's a few left for the blending session, but there should be a pretty good amount left. We kept the cap pretty high for the food pairing event, I think.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
So,
and did you mention the blueberry cobbler?
well, hold on.
Sorry.
No, I haven't asked you off camera because Laura, our project manager, she came in.
Yeah.
And she looked me dead in the eye and she said, okay, I finally found a source for the blueberry cobbler.
Yes, you did.
All over town. She called like 8 or 9 places.
She looked everywhere in Austin because most commonly it's going to be blackberry cobbler, but we specifically were requested by Irene to have blueberry cobbler for the pair.
Mm-hmm. So she comes to me and she says, I finally found a place. Been calling all over. Time and Dough. Have you heard?
Dough. Isn't that amazing?
Have you heard of Time and Dough?
Least favorite place. My favorite place.
This is a trigger word for me.
Our
Time and
blueberry
Dough.
cobbler.
Brianna swears by it,
Yes.
even though I have objectively demonstrated.
They've also won awards for their baking. They're very good at what they do. They've won awards, okay?
Okay. I've had the sandwiches. I've had the soup.
The sandwiches and the soup, I think, are both good.
Be
okay?
honest.
They're not
this
gonna,
is live, man.
They're not gonna knock your socks off, you know? It's just a cute little mom and pop sandwich shop, okay?
Sean McKenzie is stoned on edibles. Thomas Olson is
Hell
drunk.
yeah.
Everybody, they're getting right back into the swing of things. Hey, Jay Merritt, that's awesome, man. Thank you very much. Will you all be making the Bowie Tata bourbon again?
Ooh, yes. Yes, we will.
Yeah. I have shared it with a bunch of guys. All of them said it's the best bourbon they have ever had. Hell yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
Now,
it is so good.
yes. Do we have a bottle of the Snake Bite bourbon
No,
up
not
there?
yet.
Okay.
We do not. We have the tequila, but not the bourbon yet.
Yes, we are making some more Bowie Tata. That is going to be the same process, but it's coming under our Snake Bite line. Basically, whenever we're doing an Amberana type of thing to the bourbon, Snake Bite is a nod to Bowie Tata. Bowie Tata is the name of a giant mythical creature from the jungles of South America. He is the protector of the forest. And the Bowie Tata, if we're trying to think of a name like, well, we have the Snakebite Tequila, but we also have the Amberana Tequila. We want to do this bourbon, but we want to do an Amberana bourbon. Like Snakebite works, but Snakebite is a nod to Bowie Tata. So we are coming out with more of that. I agree. It turned out amazing. The best bourbon they ever had. That's awesome, man. Thank you, Jay.
Mud Puddle
what is
Stomper said, "Did you say snake butt by mistake?"
Probably Snakebite. But yeah, that's.
Snake butt.
Look, man, I never claimed to be built for the camera. For
Also,
20 years, I've been behind the camera.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Trailer Cart Tech said, "I agree with Brianna. Time and Dough is very good."
What are we doing?
Thank you.
I thought you guys had good
You're
taste. You're
correct.
Look, like what was his name?
They actually recently upped their game a bit because the last time we were there, All their plants outside were dead, and it was kind of looking a little bit run down. But now their garden is luscious, and plants are back. It looks beautiful. They're killing it again.
All right, trailer.
saying.
It's trailer, isn't it? Trailer.
Trailer?
What are you doing?
What?
You know full well time and dough is not good. And you get on this live stream
Don't listen.
and you spout this nonsense
Don't let him say
to
these things
try
you.
and give her hope that this train wreck is actually capable of making good soups and sandwiches. I have been there a dozen times. Like, way too many chances have been given. And she's talking about not the food. She's talking about how the plants are coming back. No. Disgusting.
He loves it. He just won't admit it.
Who judges the bakery by the soup? Like, look, man, pick a lane. Like, you're either a bakery or you're a soup and sandwich place. And I
No.
think, according to Brianna, they should just be a bakery because they're soups and
Listen.
sandwiches. Like, what are we even doing?
They are
I can
trying
make
to
better
make
stuff.
money. People make businesses to make money, okay? And so that's what they're trying to do. They can't, maybe they're not making enough just with the bakery side, so they added some sandwiches, okay?
All right, so here's the deal.
And they're good.
Brianna,
Yes.
if we go to Time and Dough and
Yeah.
then you order for me, I'm not choosing anything. Will you be able to put in front of me a glorious lineup of food items?
Well, I get the same thing every time I go there. So I can put one really good thing.
Uh-huh. What do you get?
I get the turkey and thyme sandwich on panini bread grilled, and it's so good. And then I'll get a cup of soup on the side because I love their soups. They taste perfectly homemade. Nothing fancy, you know? Sometimes you just want a good quality homemade meal. Not a restaurant fancy pants meal, which sometimes you can be in the mood for that too. There's times and places. You know what I mean?
All right, we got Sergeant Sphinx. I used your fat washing video to do that with some Whistle Pig rye. Turned out great, and I've used the butter on some steaks. Hell yeah, we did that with the Alchemist there. That he texted me a few days ago. I gotta get back to him. Yeah, that was a really cool process in making our first attempt at fat washing. It's like, let's just dig around. We get some Hormel pepperonis and use that. It was not good. But to do it the proper way actually was a really good result. Support small businesses. Like, dude, I've been supporting small businesses and making them a lot of money for 25 years. That's not a thing at all. They need to support the small business. Well, you have all of my support if you're actually good. And I've had that turkey and thyme sandwich, Brianna. What are we
It's
doing?
good.
Yeah. Yo Daddy Live. It's out of Jalisco, Mexico. We can't call it tequila. Like, nobody can call it tequila unless it comes from Mexico. And we wanted an authentic tequila from Mexico in the tasting room there. Then the thing that you will see that is effectively tequila, if it's not made in Mexico, it's called an agave spirit. That's it. It's like, I don't want an agave spirit. I want a freaking tequila. We spent about, I don't know, it was probably close to, it feels like a couple of years where we were getting tequila samples.
Oh yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah,
we went through a lot
way
of samples.
way too many subpar samples. Finally landed on this one. It's from Gnome 1414 Distillery. They've been doing it for 5 generations. 5-generation tequila makers, and it freaking shows, man. They make amazing tequila. So we got their, we got their Blanco, and then we barrel aged it. We did some Amberana experiments with it, and it's turned out amazing.
We actually did an jalapeno infused version in the tasting room for a little bit, and that was really good.
Was it a cocktail?
With the Blanco.
Like, or did you put it in the infusion, like the container?
No, we just put some jalapeno peppers into the actual bottle and let it sit for a few days.
Yeah.
And then we used that in one of our margarita recipes, and man, it was so good.
Okay.
Oh, gave it a little spice.
Okay.
So good.
We got the. I love watching Brianna marvel and react to on-screen auto emojis.
There was one where there was like bubbles coming out of my shoulder. That was so weird.
So Van Garrett, tequila is made in Jalisco. From elsewhere, it's mezcal. Tequila is a subcategory of mezcal. Agave Spirit would be a great brand name, a band name. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Amberana is one of the most unique tequilas I've ever tasted. Right? Yeah, it does add. And you know, we always talk about Texas aging being something that you really have to watch like a hawk, otherwise it gets overly oaky. If it goes, you know, a few weeks longer than it should, Amberana, if it goes a few hours longer than it should, then it's showing up as too intense. So you have to be really, really careful and very precise about how long you are letting stuff sit in there, and then once a barrel is spent, how much, you know, longer it takes in there. You can't sleep on it. Oh, we got the Terry Dolan in there. Where'd the Terry Dolan
Hey,
go?
Terry.
We got the Terry Dolans. I didn't see the Terry Dolans.
He said the band name.
Oh,
Comment.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me ask these 3 other Patreon Q&A questions.
Yes, yeah.
He
I'm moving on to
said-
Irene's thing, by the way. Go ahead.
Someone said kind of a statement. Oh, that's all the questions we had. Said, I want to see an episode with Crowder Barrel whiskey and Coke. So Amberana whiskey, aged gin, rock hard Eleanor, as many as you can use. Can you do this?
I mean, I don't know if we can get
Can
Coke.
we do this?
We tried to get Coke for that 1886 episode, but it's super illegal.
Pretty sure he just means Coca-Cola.
Oh.
Huh. I could be wrong.
I am committed to doing this for you. First Shenanivan trip's going to South America.
Next one, Daniel McCourt. Just sending my quarterly thank you for Dry Week. It's a good time for mindfulness regarding my relationship with our favorite brown spirit. I had a great week and hope you did too. Y'all are awesome. Love you, mean it. Love you too, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
we love
that.
doing these.
All right. You guys are going to do us a solid because we have some work to do on this episode. And I where is it? Right here. Measuring Maps Wonder Words. Word Cloud. Got it. Okay. So, I'm going to ask you for the most common, frequent tasting notes that you find in a specific category of whiskey, and then in the chat. Kyle, by the way, how long does this soak up the words?
It'll keep going as long as it's up.
Okay, so after we get the tasting notes and people are just talking, it's still going to be pulling.
Yeah, once you switch on switch to different slide, it'll stop.
Okay.
As long as the slide's up there, it'll finish capture.
Okay, so let's start right now. There we go. What are the most common notes that you cultivar bag, you son of a bitch? What are the most common notes that you guys find in bourbon, in the bourbon category? I can start naming flavors, but I don't want to color the results. Still on Ardbeg, Pete's.
Dang it.
All right, this episode's great.
Strike again.
Hi, Kyle. I'm still on. Honey, thank you. Caramel, Viking, thank you. Vanilla, of
Kyle.
course. Apple. Caramel, ran a peat. You don't find peat in bourbon. Got the cinnamon. Hell yeah. Cherry, thank you. Yes, brown sugar. All right. Yes, keep it going. The most common notes that you're finding across your favorite bourbons.
My feet?
Medicinal cherry, jackal.
Hickory. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, hickory. That sounds like an interesting one.
Hickory.
Yeah.
Molasses.
The brown sugar. Oh, somebody's getting sweet tarts in there. Cool. Medicinal
Ooh.
cherry. Elmer's glue.
Put 'em up.
Oh, very
Let's
cool.
see.
Sweet tarts. Hell yeah. Rex's beard.
Peanut, brown sugar,
I don't
butter,
know if you find my beard in there.
basement funk.
Hell yeah.
Is this how we're gonna build them from now on?
Well, whenever we do live streams. Also,
Your mom.
yeah, this is turning out cool. Also,
Nut.
we're getting. Oh, we went overtime, didn't we? That's fine. We'll wrap it up here in just a few minutes.
Hornadune.
Lorna Dune.
Somebody said it.
Baking spice, honey,
Ammo said
cherry.
it. What's up, Ammo?
Yes, these are very, very classic bourbon notes.
Coffee,
Awesome.
Dusty corn.
All right, we'll take the
Sweet.
notes for another 10 seconds. 10 seconds, and then I will wrap on the word cloud, and we will use that hopefully in the episode that we have to finish up.
Ooh, torrential diarrhea. Ugh.
Oh, God.
Gosh,
What are you drinking, my
that's
man?
a bummer.
What are
that
you
was a-
drinking? That sounds bad.
Yeah, that sounds really.
That sounds real bad.
Ooh, Jarritos pineapple soda.
I wanted to share the label art with you for Magnificent Beast. the Orthrus and the Cerberus. Everybody that's showing up for the event on June 8th, I will tell you the story behind those two magnificent beasts and why I chose those specifically for Irene's first project. There's a whole reason behind the way those two creatures appear. And Brianna.
Sorry.
You
What?
know-
Oh, I'm just laughing at some of these. Oh, yeah.
it's
Wow.
Brianna.
I'm in there a lot.
Yeah, you are in there.
What the hell, Peter? Somebody's. It's a throwback.
All right. I
God
should have
damn.
called it early. Now we
Ooh,
have
prelude.
Brianna as the
Yeah.
head
Nutmeg.
leading thing.
cinnamon.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Me. Cherry. Yeah, sure.
And I am going to cut that. There we go. Nice. That is helpful, kind of. Gonna have to do a little bit of filtering on that to make it work.
That's fun.
Okay. Oh gosh, we ran out of time. Brianna, I wanted to show you. Do we have time?
Oh, we can do it. We'll
We have
just do
time.
it. Also, wait, let me ask one more question from the Patreon Q&A. Stephen Collins said, apart from the bottles sold for the new blends as part of the event, will we see a good number of bottles drop on Patreon? I can't miss these. Yes, Stephen.
Yeah.
You can definitely get these.
Everybody in Patreon gets first dibs.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have a waiting list for anybody that's not on Patreon. So if whatever's left after Patreon, if you're on the waiting list, let me go ahead and give you the waiting list link here. So anybody that wants to get that notification can
my
get it.
gosh.
Oh my gosh, I got so many
Giggles a
things.
lot said there's murder. They taste murder in bourbon.
Murder.
I feel like those two things shouldn't go together. Giggles a lot and murdering?
Murder. All right, where is
Murder. I don't
chat?
really know her.
Okay, it's right here. And I think I pasted it
Okay.
right here. So in the
It's
chats,
amazing.
you have the waiting list for the Magnificent Beast from Irene Tan. The 2 bottles, Cerberus and Orthrus.
I'm drinking them right now. I don't know which one I actually like better. It's kind of tricky.
Yeah, no, both of them are excellent.
I thought I'd like the smoked one better for sure.
It's a light touch, man.
but it's
It's a light touch.
hard.
Yeah, it's that's beautiful, but
Okay, what was the thing you have to show me? I want to see.
you know what? We do look. We have to make the freaking episode. I wanted to show you all of the shenanigans and memes that the tribe has been collecting in the Discord,
Okay.
and some of them are very good. Hey, in the comments, do you guys want us to do another live stream pretty soon? I like the hell out of this. This is a
Yeah,
lot
these
of
are
fun.
fun.
Yeah, I
I
want
like
to go.
this setup.
Yeah, I want to go, and if you guys are into it, then we'll do another live stream, and I have several other things I want to get to, but also building out tasting notes for things. I think that could be a really cool way to flesh out a unique angle on our whiskey review content, our whiskey review episodes, like the Monday stuff and the Wednesday stuff. To not just have Brianna's tasting notes and my tasting notes, but also the community's tasting notes in the form of like a word cloud.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be cool.
It's collective, it's crowdsourced tasting notes. That's a unique angle. And then a whole bunch of other stuff that I think we could do. Yeah, hell yeah. It looks like you guys are into it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. We'll set up another live stream in short order because I really want Brianna's reaction in this Discord channel. It's the Discord channel that people in the Patreon get access to. It's the shenanigans and memes.
Are you
So-
saying I have to wait till next live stream?
Yeah. We know I have to get on this episode. So you're not allowed to look in the shenanigans and memes channel. I don't even think Brianna knew it existed. Yeah, there's very. All right, I'll just show you one thing. Come
Okay. Do I have to go over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Guy who sucks at being a person sees huge potential.
Right?
Is that a dick?
Okay. No, it's not. It's not.
What?
It's not.
What is it?
It's the charger. It's a profile of an electric charger, but they put it on the side of the car. And it looks like.
Why would they do that?
I mean, we're not thinking, man. They're not thinking. I mean, there's so many good things in here. Yeah, we'll do some more live stream stuff. Hell yeah, you guys. This has been a lot of fun. Oh, you know what? I also wanted to do a super fight. It's like we didn't even get close
All
to the number of things I wanted to do with you guys. But
These
thank
hours
you for
go by
showing
so
up.
Fast.
This was a lot of fun. Next time we'll do Super Fight. We'll do some word clouds. We'll do the shenanigans. We'll do the memes. You guys can help us build out the content. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think we need to go out on a song. What say you, Brianna?
I agree. Sung by me.
Sung by you. Let's see.
No,
what do I have? You know what? I think I'm digging this right now. Let me make sure that I might have. By the way, I've never live streamed with all this stuff before. If anything worked out well, it was mostly video Kyle back here. Mm-hmm. I'm just pushing buttons like a madman, pretending to know what does what. We have music. I think it's going to work if I hit this as the out song.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
Mm.
If you fight,
may you fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal your lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink
with us.
I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I drove, well I know I'm gonna be the man who's going over you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at you door. When I'm lonely, well I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. And when I'm dreaming, well I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. When I go out, well I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yes I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home with you.